Now, sometime last year, I did a video here on my channel talking about commercial estates and commercial properties in Ibeju-Lekki. I'll be sharing a description link in this video to that particular video for those that have not watched that yet, because this video will be like a sequel to some of the things I mentioned in that video. Now, in this episode of Meet the Property Guy, we'll be analyzing two of the biggest commercial estates in Ibeju-Lekki, which is the Itunu City commercial and the Wealthy Place commercial. Now, in case you are coming across a video like this for the first time, this Meet the Property Guy Property channel, and this will discuss everything real estate for first-time investors, avid investors, people who are just about to start investing and want to understand the real estate market here in Nigeria and in Lagos specifically. So we share tips, guides, and advice on locations, property documents, property titles, risk, and everything you need to know about real estate companies and real estate developers here in Nigeria. So after watching this particular guide, I will advise that you also go to our different playlists. We have a playlist on real estate companies, we have a playlist on shortlets, we have a playlist on Ibeju-Lekki, and so on and so forth. We have several topics we have already covered in each of these playlists, so you are definitely going to learn a lot. So let's go into the topic: the Itunu City commercial versus the Wealthy Place commercial. Where should you invest? Now, as I've been doing in my previous 3, 4, 5 videos, in this episode also, when we are analyzing and comparing these two big commercial estates in Ibeju-Lekki, I'll also be sharing a direction map for you to understand some of the landmarks, some of the developments, and also some of the target market for the Wealthy Place in Ibeju-Lekki and the Itunu City here in Ibeju-Lekki. Now, before we go into the topic, in one of my previous videos, I explained that we're also going to be having some new programs, some new events that are going to be coming up on this channel. So very soon, hopefully before the end of the month, I'll be sharing a link to an online quiz. So for the topics that we have covered about property titles, hierarchy of property titles, property documents, how to obtain CFO or governor's consent, understanding deed of assignment, and so on, we're also going to be having a quiz on each of these topics. So what we want to do basically is we want to assess your understanding of these topics. So this will help us to be sure that most of the guys and most of the tips that we are sharing, you guys are understanding them and you are being educated. And also these quizzes are also going to help you to also learn more and also get to assess yourself based on the different tips and the guides that you have been sharing. So be looking forward to that particular quiz. Now, secondly, I also appreciate for each of our videos from this particular topic, from each of our videos, any video we drop, any topic we drop, if what we share in this particular video is so enlightening to you or help you or guide you in any way, I want to start accepting video testimonials. So a lot of people have been sharing testimonials with me privately on WhatsApp. Even some people have been sharing their testimonials on the comment section. But this time around, I want video testimonials. I will really appreciate it, because I know that our videos have been helpful. Our guides have been helpful. So I appreciate it if you guys can just do maybe a 30 seconds, a 1 minute, a 2 minute video testimonials just to appreciate what we do. And if in any way a particular subject or a particular topic I share have helped your investment decision, I also appreciate if you can do a video testimonial and send to me, just to show that we are actually impacting you a lot. So let's go into the direction map for the Wealthy Place in Ibeju-Lekki and the Itunu City commercial. All right, so live here on our screen is the direction map. I've shared this map in a previous video too, but this time around we'll be concentrating more on the location of the Wealthy Place in Ibeju-Lekki, specifically in Orofun, Ibeju-Lekki, and also the location of Itunu City, specifically in Ayetoru, Ibeju-Lekki. We'll be looking at the target markets, the market opportunities, the landmarks around each of these big commercial estates. Okay, so before we go deeply into the video, if you have not subscribed yet to our channel, kindly do. I've got like 15 subscribers here now. The objective is to hit 2K subscribers by December. So kindly do subscribe, kindly share our videos, kindly invite your friends to also come to our YouTube channel to learn and also to subscribe. All right, so let's start with the royalty place. So looking at the direction map, we have the direction coming from Elekki Junction. By the right at Elekki Junction are those going to Aja, going to Lekki, and going to VI. Then by the left at the Elekki Junction are those coming from Aja, coming from Songotedo, coming from Ibeju, coming from Lekki, coming from VI. So at the Lekki Junction is also a roundabout. So you can continue taking straight if you are coming from Aja, or you can take your right turn into the refinery road. So off the refinery road, we have the Imen Estate phase 1, we have the Imen Estate phase 2, and down the refinery road around like 10 minutes drive, we have the Lekki Beach Junction. So at the Lekki Beach Junction, you can take the right to go to Lekki Beach Road, which is where we have Gemstone, Beachfront Estate 1, Beachfront Estate 2 by Landmark, and so many other beachfront estates in Lekki. By taking the left at Lekki Beach T Junction, then you are going to the refinery road proper, and in around 10-12 minutes drive from the Lekki Beach T Junction, you get to Orofun, where we have the royalty place. All right, so now looking at the location of the royalty place, you can see that I shade some landmarks here. We have the Lekki Free Trade Zone shaded, we have the Dangote Refinery shaded. I always say this, the Dangote Refinery is located inside Lekki Free Trade Zone. Be noting all these things that I always share in my video. Remember, we are going to have a quiz. So we are also going to test your knowledge about Ibeju-Lekki. We are going to have a quiz about Ibeju-Lekki where we ask you different questions about these landmarks. So always note all these things we share, because we are going to test you, we are going to assess you. All right, so still along the refinery road, we also have the Lekki Deep Sea Port shaded too. So these are the landmarks and the target market for the royalty place. So if you are looking for a place to invest in Ibeju-Lekki for commercial around the Deep Sea Port, around the Dangote Refinery, and around the Free Trade Zone, then your objective should be the royalty place. Now, why should you invest around the Deep Sea Port? The Deep Sea Port is going to start being in full operation by next year. They have already finished most of the works there. They are even just doing test running of dockings and the different shipments. It has already started receiving shipments. So a lot of people will be coming to this axis of Ibeju-Lekki, particularly people that are into importation and exportation, people that are importing cars, people that are importing fabrics, people that are importing machineries. They are specifically going to be interested in these locations for their warehouses, for their offices, because the Deep Sea Port is where their shipments are. So you want to invest in the royalty place so that you can position yourself for businesses around the Deep Sea Port. Now, the Lekki Free Trade Zone is already active, and there are a lot of manufacturing companies, a lot of factories in there already. We have the Dangote Refinery, we have the Danomic, we have Indomie, we have Dana Oil, and so many other factories are there, and so many other factories are still coming. And because of the Deep Sea Port that is there, a lot of other companies are still coming, particularly people that want to position themselves around the Dangote Refinery. A lot of companies are already moving their oil depot from Apapa down to Ibeju-Lekki, because there is already a pipeline that is coming from Apapa down to Ibeju-Lekki already. Even the Dangote Refinery have built a lot of pipelines around Ibeju-Lekki and around the already to supply oil and supply the finished products from the refinery oil. So a lot of oil and gas companies are already positioning themselves in Ibeju-Lekki already. So that's another market opportunity for you. That's another market gap for you, and that's another target audience for you to invest around the royalty place. So I've got a lot of people that are asking me, okay, we need properties around the refinery, we need a property, commercial property around the refinery, where we can build a plaza, where we can build office spaces, where we can have a warehouse we can rent out or lease out. Then the royalty place is perfect for you. Now, I also suggest that you go after this video, you go and watch my video about 5 reasons you should invest in commercial properties in Ibeju-Lekki. that video will also give you a far more understanding on why you should start considering commercial properties and commercial plots. Because I understand that a lot of you guys have a lot of residential investments. You bought Lagoon Front, bought Itunu, bought Amen, bought Dukia, bought this, have residential plots in this estate. It's high time that you start considering commercial plots. It's high time you start considering commercial estates, and that's one of the reasons for this video. And remember, always take note of every tip I'm sharing in this video, because we have a quiz and we are going to test you. All right, so the site map already gives you a very clear clue of where the place is located, the landmarks around it, and the market opportunities around it. So if you invest in the wealthy place, you have 500 square meter there, you have 1,000 square meter there, you have 1,500 square meter there, you have 2,000 square meter there. You can build a warehouse there to lease. You can build block of offices there, where people that are into importation and exportation can rent and lease your office spaces. You can even have a vacant land in the wealthy place and lease it out. Yes, that's one of the advantages of investing in commercial properties, because people can lease your land for 5 years, for 10 years to build their own business on it. So it's very common here in Lagos. You are going to see temporary office spaces where they can build with containers. They can do that on your commercial land. It's also very common here in Lagos where you see all these event centers, but it's not going to be built with block. It's going to be built with something like canopy. They can also do that on your commercial land. So it's easy for you to lease out an empty commercial land. Nobody will want to lease out your residential plots to build the house there where they are going to live. Rather, they are going to wait for you to build there and come and lease or come and rent the house from you. But with a commercial plot, you can even leave the land empty. But because people need that space for their business, they want to have their office there, they want to have their warehouse there, they want to have their event center there, they want to have where they can have their small store or they have their own supermarket there. They are always going to be willing to pay you to lease that empty land for you and have their own temporary structure for them to do their business. It makes a lot of sense. So for a lot of the businesses, a lot of businesses that are going to be targeting Ibeju-Lekki, specifically because of the refinery, specifically because of the free trade zone, and specifically because of the deep sea port, you want to be around the wealthy place to position yourself for those business. And also, regardless of the profession you are, you should also consider to also position yourself in Ibeju-Lekki. You are into tech, you are into health, you are into pharmaceuticals, you are into importation, you are into agriculture or agro-allied industry. You want to be in Ibeju-Lekki also, because this place will become extremely industrialized and extremely commercialized, and you want your business to also have a position there. All right, so enough for the wealthy place. Let's go and see the opportunities around the Itunu City commercial. All right, so before we start with the Itunu City commercial, once again, if you have been watching our videos, if you have been learning from our videos, I mentioned it earlier before, we want video testimonials. We are going to appreciate it. I've been sharing a lot of direction maps to help you guys to understand how these locations are. I've been sharing a lot of tips, a lot of guides for you to understand property documents and locations. So if these tips have been helpful, one of the ways you can support us is to do a short video, 1 minute, 2 minute video, and tell us what you have learned so far from our videos. Even if it's this particular video that you are watching, you have learned a lot from, kindly do a 1 minute or a 30-second video testimonial. You tell what you have learned and how you have really impacted you. All right, so let's go and check and assess the Itunu City. So back at the Lekki junction, we are not going to be taking a right turn this time around if you are coming to Itunu City. So we are going to be taking the Lekki Expressway straight up. So the wealthy place is not located off the Lekki Expressway. It's located off the refinery road, while the Itunu City is located off the Lekki Expressway. So looking at the direction map, it makes you understand the different landmarks and the different routes to these two different locations. Then again, on this direction map, I also share a regional road just to give you a clue that the Lekki Expressway and the refinery road also connect. So the objective is that the shipments that are coming from the deep sea port the trucks that are coming from the free trade zone and the Dangote refinery, from this regional road, they can connect the Lekki Expressway and head to Ekpe, straight to Ikorodu, or straight to Ijebu, and then to Ore, or southeast, southwest, south-south, or anywhere they are going to. Alright, so the Itunu City is located directly off the Lekki Expressway in Ayetoro town. Specifically, actually, the place is Abomiti zone in Ilamija. So the Itunu City, I've also shaded some landmarks around the Itunu City to give you a clue. We have the Alaro City shaded here. Then we also have the Lekki International Proposed Airport shaded here at the other side of the road of Itunu City. So this shows you that these are what you are positioning yourself for when you are investing in the Itunu City commercial. So Alaro City is just like an advanced VI. It's a well-planned hundreds of hectares of land where they are going to be having commercial zones, industrial zones, residential zones, mid-density, high-density, low-density zones, well-planned. And the project is also being developed by an international company. So if you want to position yourself for what's coming to Alaro City, because it's a massive development, a very, very massive development, and by the time that project is also fully delivered, also that project is also going to be a talk of a town. You can see that the Lagos State government, they are smart, because the Alaro City is like a JV between the developer and the Lagos State government. So beside Alaro City is where they built the regional road that is going to back to the refinery road, just directly beside the Alaro City. And then the proposed airport is directly opposite the Alaro City. So they are positioning all these landmarks so that the Alaro City can boom. So if you are also investing in Itunu City, you are investing in the commercial development or the commercial estate or the commercial plot in Itunu City, you are also investing around these landmarks. You are investing for what's coming to Alaro City. You are investing for what's coming into the international airport also. And then another big advantage here is that beside the Itunu City, both at the left hand side and the right hand side, we have a lot of residential estates. The Itunu residential is there, Amen Estate is there, Dynamic Heights is there, Legend City by Revolution Plus is there, High Bridge Gardens is there, Hillcrest City by AY Homes is there, the Sprint Estate by Lifecard is there, Eco City by Andron is there, Tiara by Amen Estate is there, and so on. So there are almost like 8 estates that are all lined up around the Lekki Expressway, same lane with Itunu City. Which means that if you have a commercial plot here in Itunu City, you have your business built on that commercial plot, you can serve, your business can serve for all the residents or all the future residency residents that are going to be staying in all these estates that I mentioned. The Eco City, the Legend City, the Sprint Estate, all these estates are going to have hundreds of residents. So having your business inside the Itunu City commercial can definitely also serve these people, because what Veritasi did with Itunu City is that they have 2 different gates. So the gate that goes to the residential part of Itunu City is different from the gate that goes to the commercial part of Itunu City. So people that are only interested in buying or doing business in the Itunu City commercial don't have to go through the residential gate at all, which means that the businesses inside Itunu City commercial can serve the entire public, not just the residents of Itunu City. So which makes a lot of sense, and which is like the reasonable way estates should be building commercial plots. Commercial plots should not be inside this, should not have the same entrance with the residential area. It doesn't make any sense. All right, so all the estates that we have lined up around that Abomiti zone, around that Yeguda zone, around that Ilamija, around that Ayetoro, are all going to benefit from the businesses we have inside the Itunu City commercial. So if your business is more of consumer products, if your business is more of commodity products where you are going to need which is like almost daily accessories, daily needs, you want to invest or position your business around the Itunu City commercial. All these properties that are still at entry prices, in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years price, in 4 years time, all these properties will be far higher than this. commercial properties appreciate far higher than residential properties, because people that are interested in commercial properties, they want to use it for business. So the lease, the rent, and also the flip for commercial properties, they are always higher. So then the Lekki International proposed airport is there also since yesterday, when the Punch and then the Lagos State government announced their plan on the Lekki International Airport. I've been receiving a lot of inquiries about it. Even though it was stated that they are going to start work at 2023, a lot of people are already asking me if they already started work. Well, as it passed there some days ago, they have not started site work. Maybe they are still finalizing design approvals and so on, or they are not yet on site. But definitely, since they're already making announcements, that means that they're already finalizing all their plans about the Lekki International Airport. So if you want to position your business around the international airport also, then you want to invest in Itunu City commercial. Now, as I showed it in this map, you can see that the wealthy place is more for those that want to invest around the deep sea port, the free trade zone, and the Dangote refinery. You want to position your business there, you want to tap into the commercial activities there. While the Itunu City is positioned for the Lekki International Airport and the Alaro City side, and as well as the residential development, residential estate development that are all around the Lekki Expressway, particularly around the Ibeju-Lekki Express side. There are so many estates there: Lekki City, Legend Smart City, Hybrid Gardens, Sprint Estate, Landmark Lagoon Fund, and they have also launched Fairmont Smart City and so on. It's new residential is the MNSA phase 3 is there, and so a lot of them are still coming. So as all these estates are there, eventually when these locations start picking up, people start residing, that place will become so filled up. A lot of these estates are going to have hundreds of residents, people that are renting there, people that are living there, people that are going from there to go to the free trade zone, people that are going from there to go to Ekpe, people that are going from there to go to VI, to go to Aja. So your business can be around the Itunu City commercial also to serve the residents of these estates. So now that you have analyzed these two locations, now that we have given you a clue of what is around the wealthy place and what is around the Itunu City, then you can decide which of these makes more sense for your business. Now, there are so many other estates around this location that have commercial plots, but price and value always go hand to hand. The kind of development, the kind of infrastructures that the wealthy place are putting there, and the kind of infrastructures Veritasi are also putting into Itunu City, a lot of these other estates are not going to do it. Just because maybe it's 4 million cheaper or it's maybe 5 million cheaper doesn't really mean that you are going to get more value. That's what a lot of investors don't understand. If you want to make a lot of money, you are also going to invest a lot of money. You can't invest small and be expecting it doesn't work. You have to, it's equivalent. When you look at the price, then you also know what to expect. If you are buying a commercial property or a commercial plot for 10 million, and another company is selling their own commercial plot for 25 million, they can't provide the kind of infrastructures. They can't provide the kind of the same type of development. And your real estate investment needs development. People are tired of buying bush. That's the truth. And that's why it's no residential sold like water. That's why people invested a lot in Imen Estate phase 1, phase 2, and now also Imen Estate phase 3, because people want to invest in places that are going to change, places that are going to transform. And a lot of people that also will pay you well for lease, that will pay you well for rent, also we want to stay in places that have all the infrastructures that they need. So definitely these two properties are not cheap. The wealthy place, the Itunu City, they are not cheap. I don't want to mention their prices in this video, but this video will be here for months, likely for years too, and definitely the prices will change. So I don't want to mention the price and then you come to my DM and tell you that the price have changed. So, but you can always contact us. I'm selling the wealthy place, I'm selling Itunu City. I've even sold some plots already in this estate. So I'm very well familiar with the developers, I'm very well familiar with their layout, I'm very well familiar with the visions that they have in this project. The wealthy place every road in the wealthy place, they are going to deliver it with concrete, not even tarred road, concrete, because they are already envisioning that a lot of trucks, a lot of heavy trucks are going to be taking the roads in the estate to go to deliver goods, to supply goods, and to pick up supplies also, and they want the road there to last for at least 20 years. So these companies are reinvesting a lot back into this estate and back into this development, and that's why it's not cheap. And then the title is also for these properties are always perfect. As I told you, if you like, it's not only location here in Lagos, title is important, because if you invest in the right location, if you invest in the best locations, once the titles have a defect, you are going to lose that property, you are going to lose your returns, and you are going to lose your money. So don't just let your realtors, or don't just let we realtors, because I'm also a realtor, don't just let us we realtors cajole you with the fine videos, with our sweet talking, and tell you that location is king. If the title has a problem, that your location that is king return to a pawn, you lose that property is zero, you are going to own dust there. So, and looking at the direction map, you can see the kind of huge development, the kind of huge plans that the Lagos state government have for Ibeju-Lekki. They don't joke with real estate in these places. Just forget it, they are going. The government have already laid out different schemes. Itunu scheme, Lekki Coastal City scheme, Ibeju scheme, Idera scheme, and a lot of other schemes are still coming to Ibeju-Lekki. So Lagos state government are not joking with land there. They are trying to acquire as much as they can. This road they are doing it for their own schemes. They are doing it for their own developments. They are doing it for the different plans that they have there. One of the reasons that they are also starting or want to start work on this Lekki International Proposed Airport is they have built like 2 schemes around the airport side already. So they have investment that debt they want to sell there. That's why they are doing it too. So be very, very intentional about the title of the properties that you are buying in this location. It's very, very, very important. Again, if you have been learning from our videos, I really want you to share video testimonials, either what you have learned from our hierarchy of property titles, what you have learned from governor's consent, what you have learned from our different direction map of Ibeju-Lekki, of the VGC regional road, the Elekko junction, the refinery roadside, anything that you have learned so far. I really want to receive video testimonials from you guys, just to appreciate what you have been doing, and also for us to be assured that yes, we are really impacting you guys positively. All right, so this Itunu City commercial, this is the wealthy place commercial. Which of these projects makes more sense to you? Which of this location makes more sense to you? You can share your comments. You can share your perspective in the comment section. If you prefer the wealthy place side, or you prefer the Itunu City commercial side. Which of these locations do you feel has more potential? You can also drop your comments here and tell us your view. Tell us which side you would like your business to be positioned, and which side, if you have the fund, which side, either the Itunu City commercial side or the wealthy place commercial side, you would like to invest. If you have been learning from your videos, I know a lot of guys, a lot of you guys have contacted me before, that I've appreciated our works, but you guys are not subscribed yet. I really want you guys to subscribe, because I really want to hit that 2K subscribers by the end of the year. So kindly do subscribe, kindly share our videos, kindly give us a thumb like, kindly drop comments, and also share video testimonials with us. Don't forget, our quiz is also coming. I've prepared most of the questions for the quiz. It's just that I've been very, very busy recently. I'll be dropping a Google form link to that quiz very, very soon. Hopefully by the end of October or by the first week in November, the first quiz will be active, and we'll start testing and assessing your knowledge about property documents, about property investment, about real estate here in Lagos, and also about real estate in Nigeria entirely. So once again, I say your property on the planet, your property advisor, your property consultant, Rabi Mustafa, thanks for your time, thanks for watching our videos. I also apologize for like the blank. It's been like almost 1 week plus that I last published a video. Kindly bear with us. We have a lot of engagement, but definitely we are going to try as much as possible to come up with interesting topics for you, to come up with interesting guides for you, to guide your real estate investment decisions and ensure that you are investing rightly and smartly. Thanks once again for watching our video, and see you next time.